Another way that this system can be understood, which is in a lot of ways quite a practical division for humanity, is that these different layers of reality can be divided up into the four worlds. And those are the physical world, you could say, or the world of what's called Asiya, the world of action, body. And this is both understood today as the most embodied of the spirit, the most embodied of the divine realm, Malchut, the very bottom, like the closest thing to your physical world. This is sort of the world of action for the divine, where it's all going to come into existence and manifest. And also for on a personal level, one of the worlds is our bodies, physical body. This is one dimension of our being. This is the place where actions occur, where things happen, where we can introspect into our very physicality. As opposed to another one of the worlds, the emotional world. The emotions are different than the body, the heart, so to speak, the emotional realm. Yeah, there's overlaps, and all of these could be said to be one in a sense as well. But the Four Worlds teaching shows that this central realm, as I was describing the world of speech, the world of manifest, more tangibility in the divine world, before it's all coming into full actualization, this is like the heart of God. And so too, it's the world of Yetzirah, the world of formation, where things are becoming more tangible than that world of mind, that world of spirit, pure spirit. And we can think about this as relational as well. Like we can have a physical body, but we have an emotional realm. And this is where socialization happens. These worlds can be both, metaphorically perhaps, or experientially cosmic, and they can also be very much reflection tools that we can use. How is my physical health? How is my emotional health? What are my physical goals this year? What are my emotional goals? How am I doing on all of these? Or if I'm meeting somebody, how do we align physically? How do we align emotionally? Yeah, the third world is the mental, the mind, associated sometimes with awe or this sense of wow, associated with the sphere of Bina. It's called Bria, creation. It's where it's all being created. Yeah, like a womb. It's all happening there right at the beginning. And in this system, the mind is different than the heart. Emotions and thoughts. We can have expansive thoughts. Yeah, but that doesn't mean we have an expansive heart. It doesn't mean we have an expansive love, let's say, or expansive ability to tap into how we're truly feeling or how we're truly doing. Our society in many ways is a mind society. We are better seemingly at ideas and innovations and technology and science than so many, certainly past civilizations. But are we better at bodily health? Are we better at emotional health? Are we better at spiritual well-being? The world of the mind is both thought and that sense of when the mind can really be open to anything that could be a sense of awe, but also a sense of consciousness or a sense of presence. And the fourth world, sometimes divided into two, is the spiritual, so to speak. This is like the spiritual of the spiritual in the Sephirotic realm. And for us, it's the difference between our physical bodies, our emotional world, our mind, our intellect, our thoughts, and those moments when we see beyond, the veil, whether that's it's intuition or moments of connection, dveikut, they'd say, right? Mystical experience. That's where we're entering into the spiritual reality. And it's divided into two. Sometimes it's the five worlds, and the last world, being associated with Keter exclusively, has to do with this almost paradoxical spirituality that people can encounter past the tangible spirituality, so to speak, is when they're entering into something that where all these categories fall down. So to be more, again, pragmatic, this spiritual world is known as Atzilut. It means emanation. So it's our spirit. There's body, heart, mind, and spirit. And each of these, again, can be seen as part of this divine world. Part of the divine reality, the four worlds, the four dimensions within this Sephirotic universe, but they're also parts of ourselves. And when we're making decisions, for example, how do I feel about this? How does my body feel when I think about this particular investment I want to make, or this retreat I want to go on? How does my heart feel? And what do I think? Does this rationally make sense? Is this a good idea? And if I just tune in and get quiet, is there an insight that comes? Is there some kind of answer that comes from beyond? And how can I take all of that information together and move forward in the most holistic way? That's the four worlds. They are initially in Kabbalah described in the Sephirotic universe, but as things pass from generation to generation, perhaps even in the beginnings, though it was unspoken, it becomes very practical and experiential and personable and personal. All of these Sephirot are both divine cosmic realities that are beyond our possible grasp. You know what I mean? All of that stuff. And simultaneously, they're very imminent, they're very real, they're very personable, they're very practical. And in all of those ways, we can relate to Kabbalah, the Sephirotic system, the layers of reality, and really the whole Jewish mystical tradition. That's all of the above. It's inclusive of any way we could want to contemplate or understand. They're very personal, they're very transcendent, and everything in between. And so this is the journey down, so to speak, and the divisions into the worlds. But it's also a ladder up. And what can start with Malchut or entrance into this reality, it's a whole journey. It's in many ways a never-ending journey, but the work of the experience of Jewish mysticism is about entering into this world, understanding what we're ready for, what we need to hold back from, how to build spiritual capacities in ourselves and journey slowly in the most integrated way, ideally integrated, where it's a householder tradition. Again, it's about that balance, maintaining stability as much as we can so that we can have this exploration while simultaneously being able to be into positive relationship and holding down our responsibilities from day to day. Hi, I'm Rabbi Matthew Ponak. If you like this video, you can check out more content on Facebook or Instagram. I'm at Rabbi Matthew Ponak. Or you can take a look at my website, matthewponak.com, to learn about more online courses, one-on-one sessions, and my new book, Embodied Kabbalah, Jewish Mysticism for All People.